quick tip for you today. So I met with a customer last night, having trouble with her dog whining and constantly kind of demanding attention. And she's already gone through some training, but she's needing some additional help. So she's using those follow-up sessions that we give everyone who goes through boarding school. So she's doing what pretty much every customer does, and they're reacting to their dog. And so her dog would whine or bark, and she would quickly reach out and touch him, pet him, fuss with the leash, because she wants him to stop barking, stop whining, because it's annoying. And without realizing it, she is encouraging the behavior. Even if she was like, hey, stop it, don't do that. That response is that attention. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative. Dog is like, cool, I understand how this game works. I can do this thing at any time I want, and it unlocks the attention from my human. Whether good or bad, at least I know I'm getting that attention. So we encouraged her again to kennel her dog when he is being very demanding, make sure he gets his quality time, and kennel him. And it's really hard for people because you don't want to kennel your dog. You want your dog to be out, be free. I get it. We all want that for our dogs. You have to go through a period of time where you don't get to have that. Your dog doesn't get that luxury, and you don't either. And it's a pain for your dog. It's a pain for you. So that's why people will avoid it, and they constantly are trying to find, like, there's got to be a workaround. I got to be able to, like, do this in a slightly different way. And unfortunately, you can't. So you got to go through it. Your dog has to go through it if they're having this issue. And again, the steps, we teach everyone in class. When dog starts barking, being demanding, you can go over, you can say no, give them a tug on the leash, do a timeout sit if the previous steps don't work, and then put him in his kennel. And believe it or not, it's really that simple. If you're consistent, you got to get your whole family on board, and that needs to happen consistently. But you'd be amazed how fast the whining and the constant, nose punching or bumping into you for attention, that sort of thing, will improve if you just follow those steps. So again, say no, give them a little tug on the leash. They should already be dragging a leash if they're this kind of dog. Do a timeout sit using the leash. It's a nice, gentle little timeout sit. Walk away. If the dog goes right back to the barking or whatever they were doing, you go, okay, I get it. You're not ready for this yet. Time for you to go take a nap in your kennel. Let the kennel do all the hard work. It literally could not be any easier, but it is extremely difficult for us to get certain customers to do this consistently. And we know it works without fail, like 100% success rate if you do this. So do this with your dog. Make your life easier. Be that, give them that tough love that we all need in our own lives from time to time, from a good teacher, a good mentor, someone we love. This is the tough love your dog needs. Follow through. Be consistent. Make sure they're getting their quality time, and watch this kind of anxiety that your dog is having every day melt away. And the way you're doing it is not nicer than the way I'm doing it. The way you're doing it is short-term. How do I put this? Short-term, you think you are doing something better because you're calming the anxiety with affection or your attention, but it's actually causing a cycle that is not helpful for your dog in the short term, and definitely not in the long term. What I'm doing is so much nicer to the dog because I'm giving them that structure that they crave. I'm giving them that stability, like, hey, this is a predictable way to live life, and you'll feel better, I promise. It's like giving toddlers naps. They hate naps. What toddler loves a nap? They hate them. But if they don't get them, everyone in the family suffers. And so by allowing them to not have a nap because it's a little more convenient for me in this moment, my whole family suffers because I wasn't willing to do what needed to be done in the moment so that everyone is as healthy as possible. So you got to take that leadership role. Somebody in your family has to do it. If you're watching this video, that probably means it's got to be you, and your dog will be a happier dog because of it, And once you get this routine going, it goes away, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. And that's what we want. That's what we want for all our customers. We want to help them move on to the next step, and so they can just enjoy their dog anywhere they want to go. That's the whole reason we're in business. We want people to enjoy life with their dogs, be able to go places with them, but you can't have that if you don't follow our instructions. It's really hard to get there without doing the steps that we know we've had to do with thousands of dogs, and we know it works. So hope that's helpful. Hope it inspires you to be a little more, give your dog a little more tough love today if that's what they need. And we'll see you on the next one.